What is it? Woo!
He was doing a little bit of exploring here on this property that we got permission on here in Texas. And as we were exploring, Cameron here seen something. What'd you see, bud?
A rabbit.
A rabbit. And we got him. So, looks like we're going to have a little rabbit with our lunch. We'll get it cleaned up and show you how that goes. Alright guys, I got this rabbit here we just shot. Take a good look at that fur. It's got some white and gray, brown, tan. Really helps blend in with this area quite well. So we're going to get this thing skinned out. And something I do is I take a rope and put 2 loops on it and attach them to the legs. And then I can string them up. Now we can see this fella is obviously a boy. So what I'm going to do, first processing, I'm going to go around the legs and cut the fur all the way around the legs. And then, when you got that done, pull that fur up, get your knife inside there, and follow the fur all the way up the inside of the leg. Up pretty close to his jewels. Do that on both sides. Now, the rabbit fur is the skin is real thin, so it's not going to be any problem to just pull and rip this thing. If you're wanting to save it though, you want to try to be a little more delicate. Alright, so now we got that taken care of, and put his feet in the slip knot that I made, and then put the other end around some type of a stick or something, and it gives me something to work off of on the rabbit. So now you pretty much are just keep pulling this fur as you go down. And I'm not going to be able to save this. It just keeps tearing a little too much. And if you can work your finger in, I mean, you can see how easy that skin comes apart from just my finger on a rabbit. You work your finger in all the way to the other side, and you can just pull that thing right up. And once you got that done, get a hold of that fur and just pull it. I might be able to save this fur. And once you get over here to the shoulders and the head, you might have to finagle those arms a little. Alright, so typically what I would do here is I'd just take my axe, chop off here, chop off the head. And you pretty much got everything done. Then we got the intestines to do. So I'm going to get that taken care of, and we'll come back to you as soon as I get that taken care of.
Go.
Alright guys, got it taken care of. Everything's cleaned up. Got it all dressed. And if you take a look here, caution guts. This is all the entrails. And so I'm going to wrap all that up inside of its fur and chuck that off in the woods. Let a coyote have him a midday snack. So we're going to take this, rinse it off, clean it up, and then we'll get it on the fire and get back to you. Alright guys, got this rabbit here. We're going to use some leftover seasonings from the steak, the carne asada and garlic. And the important part to really get cooked in here is going to be the thicker areas, which are going to be the hindquarters and this loin right here. Those are going to be the thicker sections of the rabbit. So what I'm going to use is a technique here I've seen a couple times and used a few, so I will show you how to do it. You're going to need 2 sticks and pointed at each end. One a little longer than the other, but as long as they're both longer ones, then you should be good. 1 stick with a hook on it, and 2 Y sticks. You're also going to want to make sure that the sticks that you use when doing this that are going to be actually touching the meat, you want to make sure it's not from a high resinous wood like a pine or cedar, because that oil from that pine or cedar and the sap can be transferred into the flavor of your meat. And though I believe both of those trees smell awesome, I'm pretty definite they don't taste too well. So if you've ever ate a juniper berry, me personally, I don't like them. So I'm going to get this thing seasoned, get this cook set up, and I will show you what it looks like when we're done. Alright, that Y stick wasn't working as well as I'd like, so we did 1 Y stick here. It's holding this stick. It's braced under a log. Then I put 2 sticks through the legs of the rabbit to keep them spread out good. Then I stuck the other Y through the middle of the rabbit in 2 different locations to keep it all spread out. Then I can just keep my fire going good and continue to rotate this thing to get it well cooked. So we're going to keep this cooking, keep it going, and I'll let you know what it looks like and tastes like. Cooking up nicely. Again, same as what we had talked about with the wood that you're going to use in contact with the meat. Same is true with the wood you're using to cook the meat. You want to make sure that it is not a high resin wood, because that flavor will transfer. The fire's a little too hot right now, so I'm going to try to spread this out and get coals going, and we'll show you how it goes. Alright guys, our rabbit's getting pretty close to done. I just wanted to show you something before we pull it off and eat it here. See, the benefit of this setup is that you can rotate this stick and cook one side if you need to, and rotate it upside down if you need to cook the front a little bit more. It also helps get a lot of that heat going to those loins right there. And then you can also rotate to the other side, and like I just had it when we picked up the camera cooking those back quarters. So just wanted to show you it's really easy. All you really needs a knife to do it, and doesn't take any special tools. Just got to think about it. Spread those legs out so plenty of the heat gets to it. That Y stick holding the meat spread out good. Another Y stick bracing it, and then a log just holding it in place. Didn't have to pack anything, and I think the whole process from getting the animal, processing the animal, and getting it on the fire probably don't have 2 hours in the whole thing, and it don't get much fresher than that, straight from the field. Alright guys, I'll get back with you as soon as I get a bite.
No.
Alright, so I got the rabbit off. I'm pretty definite we're done. I'm going to start with these back quarters. Boy, that looks about delicious. I don't know about you guys, but I like dark meat. Some of my favorite meat. Tends to hold more juice and more flavor. Alrighty. I'm sure this is hot. It just came right off the fire. Definitely better than anything you're going to buy at the store or at McDonald's. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish eating this up and we're gonna probably head out for the day. Thanks for watching. God bless.